Hey everybody, Barry Mankin here with Four Corners Home Inspections and Environmental. We're here on an environmental inspection. We're doing some air quality testing, some physical samples. We're doing some moisture sampling. And we're just trying to get to the root of the overall air quality issues in this home here in Nashville, Tennessee. So we're in the crawl space / cellar type basement. It's unfinished. Part of it is finished on the other side. However, that gets compromised. So we'll talk about a little bit of that. So I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. Multiple issues in this home. From the outside, I'll give you a little sneak peek up here. You can see from the outside that stem wall that's right there, there's negative grade coming toward the house, and moisture leaches through that wall and comes down this area, coming through this whole section of the crawl space. Number one. Number two, the vapor barrier is completely compromised throughout, and of course there's personal items, debris, etc. that all accepts moisture and harbors particulates, that sort of thing. But again, it's an older home. Some of that's acceptable. There's a pretty big compromise with a different hat, but obviously needs to be cleaned up, needs to have a good vapor barrier taped and sealed. Number one. Okay, hopefully all that makes sense. The vapor barrier keeps moisture from coming up in the ground. They've already got a moisture issue up front they got to deal with on the exterior. Gutters, gutter covers, routing downspouts away, which they've got one compromised, and that's feeding moisture in here as well, which we saw on the outside. Then we work on the inside. That vapor barrier is a big deal, okay? Get a good vapor barrier, make sure it's sealed, all right, throughout. Then their HVAC is down here. So this HVAC has an older section here where the main plenum is original, okay? That means it's probably got insulation inside of it, and all the history is still in there. But however, they put new ductwork when they replaced the unit, tied it into this. Maybe they cleaned it, we don't know. Okay. This here's a high efficiency unit. Okay, this is where all your exhaust goes. This is the fresh air makeup. Okay, so nothing down here is fresh. And when I say fresh air makeup, it's not like an ERV system or anything. It's for the combustion, etc. But you don't want all this debris getting into here. Okay, number one. Number two, they're losing efficiency through all these sections like this here. Several different other areas. Way over on the other side, back over there, a bunch amongst all that debris, they had a vent that was completely off right under their main room. So that vent is sucking in all the debris from this area with negative pressure on the house. Then when it is on, the HVAC is disturbing it, blowing it all around. Your HVAC is also drawing that in because it's exposed and not sealed off from an uncontrolled area. So it's not sealed properly. So any area, even this, but any area that's not sealed from an uncontrolled space is going to grab mold spores, debris, etc. into your system that blows into your controlled space. Not good. All right, seal it off. Even the unit itself, whatever's not taped needs to be taped. Okay. Then lastly, because I could go on and on, you see where this is set directly on the ground. Okay, your return air is right here. That means there's no pan under there. There should be a pan just to separate it alone. I'll show you what it looks like in here. See all that debris and the history of moisture and dirt, everything? This has been compromised by water from flooding, from all the moisture coming in here. Subsequently, that's gas on the fire. When you have a food source, any kind of debris is going to create mold, okay? It's in here, it's going through there, and it's blowing into the house, all right? This has to be cleaned and sanitized. Bad, all right? So, with all that said, let's look at where the filter goes. That's the main filter. It's in the floor. It's an older home. Typically, they would have them in the floor. I don't know why they put them in the walkways, because when you walk over, you're just putting more debris down in this trunk, okay? Then your HVAC system receives all that debris, or whatever, and draws that through into your system, and then you blow it right back into the house. Okay, so a filter is in line here. You can see this opening. Typically, that's what they do in like a basement scenario or whatever, but in this case, I'm not a fan. All right, you want to know why? Because all that debris has nowhere to go. It falls down. It works like a big trash can. And then here's their filter. Nasty. You see how it's bent? Right? So you get blow by, number one. Number two, it's restricting the airflow, not getting the moisture out of the air. Number three, you're bio-nesting. So you're actually growing mold on your filter and then sucking it right back through. So it's another place for mold to grow at some point because it's not replaced. What else? See all the pleats? You get in those pleats. I can't quite get in there. It's nasty. Anyway, it's bad. Okay? So you get the idea. And then you look down in here. You see all the dirt and debris? So is the filter really working? I'll answer that for you. No, it's not working. We have filters on our website, way better than this. We're going to recommend they put their filter right there at the floor, honestly, unless they adapt something into a wall. It'd be better to catch everything there than let it come into the system. We have filters called Perfect Fit air filters, the best ones you can get, and for no more cost than a HEPA filter, all right? But that's just one scenario out of several different things that you can do that are practical. In this particular case, they have a few adaptations to do. They have some ductwork cleaning and sanitization to do. Check out David Singleton there with EnviroPro Services. He's the best in town. I would definitely do that. But ductwork cleaning and sanitization, get that mold and debris out of there, seal it up, and then you have a controlled space that's truly controlled. I know this was a longer video than I expected. Hopefully that helps. Okay, see you later.